Hey guys, it's your Bear Boy host Tito here, and we're looking a little flat today. How's it going, everybody? Good to be here. So you're probably wondering why I'm in PNG tuber form. All of our guests are in PNG tuber form because you know what? Sometimes we get tired at night, and we have working jobs that make us look tired. So don't judge me. But we're here to introduce some of our guests today, and our first guest, once the Discord speaker is unlocked, is about to be able to talk. I welcome in the squealy, powerful, virtual story time person, Okami Hylia.
Oh, hello.
You do visual novels quite often.
Yes, I do. I am very much into the visual novel niches like Phoenix Wright and Danganronpa.
Which she killed 2 people in my Wheel of Fortune version of Danganronpa, just saying.
Hi, disclaimer. I've never actually killed anyone in real life.
But yes.
Catch me on the latest episode of Criminal Minds.
There we go. So introduce yourself to the peeps, Okami.
Well, hello. As Hito says, yes. Hi, my name's Okami Hylia. I am a member of the Zeldathon team and Minikit Marathon. So I very much love doing charity work. While also being a variety streamer. Like I said, I love visual novel games, but I'm also a big time Genshin lover. Yeah, and I love horror games too, especially. I am just a horror movie gaming buff in general, but I also love indie wholesome games. So yeah, I'm kind of all over the place.
So you could say you're variety?
I'm very variety.
All right, so now we have to do this because we always embarrass our guest here for a second because it always happens. But shout out time with a random clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out of legit lies.
Oh, this is old.
Legit started crying in front of.
You know what's funny? This is the first game I ever streamed on Twitch officially.
No! Yes!
Was it?
Yes!
This is, yeah. Treetops. Treetops. Freaking treetops.
That one level in Spyro that nobody likes.
I can't stand that level.
It's so infuriating, even in the remake.
Like, god damn it, like, who does this? Who
designed this place?
I swear to god, if Richard Jacques did not make the freaking music, oh no, Stuart Copeland didn't make the music, I swear to god, Richard Jacques did Rip Those Rage. And I believe also Year of the Dragon. Yeah, that. There we go. Okay, I'm good. Our next guest is very impossible and very much macho bear himself and helps Sonic along the way. Meet Kyle Gamer.
Hello, everyone. Hope you all are doing good. I look different because I'm pretty much my Sonic OC, Barry the Rookie.
Yep. So, Barry the Rookie, tell us about yourself. Give us your autobiography in, 15 seconds.
Okay, well, I mostly play, Nintendo games. I'm a big Sonic nerd. And I always like to play a lot of Splatoon. And I don't even know what else to say. You put me on the spot.
15 seconds or not. I'm kidding. I'm just having But no, you can continue. You're okay. Okay. I'm not timing you or anything. I swear.
Well, other than that, I'm hoping to get into the streaming one day, seeing all the amazing people in the streaming community, and hoping to do Let's Plays on YouTube as well too.
Nice. I am very reminiscent of Let's Plays. I should really totally, if I hit 2,000 followers on Twitch somehow, or hit my 500 YouTube goal, just put the old Hito Classic Gaming videos back up again. Because those actually got thousands of views. I was shocked about that. Also, we gotta embarrass Kyle for a second with a clip if they show up. Does Kyle Gamer have a clip? No! You defeated the system.
Yeah, no clips yet.
Why? Why? I just wanted to. I just wanted to catch you off guard. I'm good. I'm good. Okay. All right. Our next guest is a Splatfest owner and total dominator. Along with that, we'll splat you in your sleep if you even look at them funny. Welcome in, Clearly Hazy.
Hello. Hello. How is everyone?
The everyone is fine. How is you? Give yourself the autobiography. I'll give you 30 seconds this time.
All right. Well, my name is Hazy. I do play a lot of Splatoon, as Hito did say. Splatoon 2 and 3. It's mostly my go-to game. I'm also an Animal Crossing girl. Mario Kart, mostly Nintendo. But yeah, I don't stream too often, but when I do, I'd love to catch you around.
Definitely. Now, question. What is the best way to splat somebody in Splatoon 3?
I would say that the best way to splat somebody would be two things. One, to know your range of your weapon. And two would be to definitely wait for them to come to you and don't go chasing people out. I find that that's the most helpful piece of advice that I can give.
See, and this is why I keep dying. This is why I keep dying. I like to chase people sometimes, okay? As a bear, I have natural curiosity. Barry should know.
Yes.
Like, if I see a watermelon, I'm gonna wanna... Okay, get that trash out of my chat right now. Did I see hashtag Team Vanilla?
Oh, yeah, Team Vanilla.
I feel like I was the only one who chose strawberry. I was the only one who chose
sorry.
I'm the only one who chose strawberry because I think Barry also chose vanilla too.
Yeah, I did.
God. So basic. Anyway. No, stop.
Sorry, I don't like mint. It burns my mouth.
Okay, no, I don't know. Fuck mint. If you like mint, you're weird. Who wants toothpaste as an ice cream treat? Okay? Damn. Okay. So we're talking about guilty pleasures in gaming, which I'm going to start this one off very, very much so. If you chose mint, I'm shaming you and you should feel guilty. Just saying. There you go. Even though I'm wearing a mint flavored shirt today, but still. Okay. So now this is where things are going to get a little spicy. So we're going to start this off with Splatoon spiciness first. Are we ready?
Oh, absolutely.
So, what is the most embarrassing team that you chose in Splatfest that you regretted? Like, which one you were just like, I'm going to choose this one because I want to. But not because you wanted to, but because you felt you were either pressured to do it or that you felt like you were the only one choosing it. In this case, strawberry for me.
Yeah, the chocolate Splatfest, definitely. I felt like the odd one out when I chose dark chocolate. None of my friends did. But I was like committed.
But dark chocolate's good.
It is good. I didn't know what they didn't see, but I was definitely.
I know. I'm looking at past Flatfest on the app. Like legit. I mean, I don't necessarily regret any of the teams I chose. At least for Splat 3. If anything, I was a little surprised by the Pokemon one. Because I picked Team Grass.
Yeah. Yes.
But I kind of thought, for some reason, Fire was gonna win.
But what one again? I forgot.
Because otherwise, I've been doing okay in terms of Splatfest. I won for Team Sweets. One for Milk Chocolate.
I did choose
No,
milk chocolate, to be fair.
If anything, I was kind of shocked by the Zelda one that I thought Team Wisdom was going to have the least amount of people, but it turned out it was Courage.
I mean, nobody wants to be basic bitch Link.
That's my husband.
And let's not forget let's not forget the spicy picture that we got of Ganon right before the Splatfest. That totally turned the tide.
Also with the silky voice of Matthew Mercer.
Exactly. Like, come on. Are you gonna sit here and tell me that nobody was not gonna choose Ganon after, you know, his SFW art and NSFW art just got released?
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think I saw a lot of them, but I know, like, especially like on Twitter, like especially like within like the furry fandom, like they go fast on those things.
See.
Yeah, I mean, have you seen like how many Elephant Mario drawings that were released after that presentation?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm shocked too.
I forgot about those, and you just brought them into this good Christian Minecraft server. God damn it. Oh my god. Okay. So Barry, what about you?
Well, I can't really recall like any Splatfest teams that I regret picking, but I feel like some of the Splatfest teams, some of the teams that I chose, like I probably should have went with the other choice. Like I know like in Splatoon 2, like with the whole Ninja Turtles one, like I was on Team Leo, but like Team Raph like won over Leo.
There's a reason for that. People will call Leo a basic bitch even though he's the leader. And I mean, I disagree.
I mean, like Leo's my favorite, and plus, like he's rocking the blue colors, and blue's my favorite color. So,
yes, as we can plainly see, I see it. Blue is your favorite color. But yeah, so all in all together, I'm a little guilty for choosing power, but at the same time, I don't regret it because, again. That picture. Like, listen, Nips, like, he freed the Nip in that picture. Like, Jesus. I was like, there's going to be some good fan art about this. And then I was presented with a lot of it sent to me specifically. And I wasn't complaining. Like, shit. Like, it was some good shit. Like, oh.
See, you brought up the TMNT one. If anything, I regret we didn't get the Sanrio one. I'm sorry, I know nothing about TMNT, so that Splatfest I picked, but it's not like I had a strong preference. Now, if we had the Sanrio one, I would have been extremely torn.
Now, I'm going to ask the very important question that I probably should have asked first, but, you know, I just wanted a context of what guilty gaming pleasures are. But, so, guilty gaming pleasures, it's basically things like games that you regret playing, games that you probably spent a little too long on, games that people would find very questionable that you might feel ashamed of that's in your library, stuff like that. So, we're going to start with the first question. What was the first game you felt guilty of playing?
I don't know who was going to go first.
I mean, whoever's got it first, go for it.
I'd say the one game I felt guilty of playing was like Sonic and Secret Rings, because like those motion controls were just awful, and I did not even complete the game.
That's fair. Although technically my first Sonic game that I stopped playing was 06. I have standards, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I bought that game just for the laughs.
See, look, it wasn't a guilty pleasure. It was an ironic pleasure because he bought it for the laughs. See that?
Yeah,
irony.
Yeah, and just see how many glitches I can discover that hasn't been shown already.
The silver one was too much for me, but I managed to still beat him. Oh god, it was so bad. All right, who's next?
For me, so I did try to give this game a try. I didn't immediately jump on oh my gosh, I really hate this, because I was like, let me try it before I say I didn't enjoy it. But Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. I didn't even finish it. I had no desire to finish it.
I ruined Banjo! I ruined Banjo!
I tried. The building mechanics were very wonky to me. I felt like they wouldn't work. Like no matter what I built,
There
it
was no
just
Banjo 3. This was not 3E. This was. I tried the game and
the worlds were empty. The dialogue was really awful.
I know.
I tried, and like at least with Tears of the Kingdom, 99% of the things I build actually work.
Oh my god!
Whereas in Nuts and Bolts, I can't even build a working car half the time.
Oh my god! It hurts because it's true.
I tried. I couldn't.
I tried. Listen, I thought I was going to be a fat Banjo collecting notes. No. The game is about racing and building cars, and the cars don't even work.
Which, yeah, again, the idea isn't bad. It inherently isn't bad. I don't think they should have slapped Banjo necessarily onto the title. I think they could have done, like, Tip Top or something. And maybe people would...
Tip Top would have been a better option.
Yeah, and I don't think people, somebody from Diddy Kong Racing, and I don't think people would have been as angry. But the problem was the idea was good, but the execution was bad, in my opinion.
Tears are running down my eyes.
I'm sorry, I brought up painful memories.
Oh god. Okay. Hazy, you're up. Hazy, you're up.
So I don't really have like a huge variety in my gaming arsenal, but I will say that something I'm kind of guilty of playing was, and this is like way out in left field, but if you guys have ever seen the Goosebumps game for the Switch.
There's a Goosebumps game for the Switch?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't suggest it, honestly. Don't worry, it's fine. I played it for you, and it was not as... I wanted it to be a little bit more on edge, a little bit more scary, if you will. But, Goosebumps I have to keep in mind that it's more adolescent-based horror, it's definitely like a novel type story game. I have to admit, like, I wanted to stream it for Halloween a couple years ago, and I started it, and I'm pretty sure like I didn't even finish the stream. I got so bored.
I mean, I will say Goosebumps is as a horror fan,
Yep.
Goosebumps is a really good gateway horror for like you said, adolescent kids. But
Yeah.
it doesn't mean it can't get scary, because there's episodes of there's both the books, and then episodes of the TV show that I think really got to a lot of people, like Haunted Mask.
Oh, absolutely. I was a big fan of the books, the movies, the television shows. So I was like, super invested. I was like, oh, Goosebumps the game, that's got to be so like cool. Like, I wonder how they put it together. And I wasn't that impressed.
Now, tell me when they have an Animorphs game. All right, guilty pleasure game. This one's going to be a little bit easy. Now, mind you, I'm not mad at the gameplay. I'm mad at two things about this game. One, that I spent $60 on it when it dropped in price literally a week after to like $20, and then $5 after 3 months. So, I love this game, but I'm guilty about purchasing it at its prime. Lollipop Chainsaw.
I remember when that game came out.
So I was looking forward to it because as a High School of the Dead fan and a few of the Kodaka anime systems that come in, like Dead Man Wonderland, etc., yeah, I was looking forward to this game because the costume choices for Juliet were great, and I really rocked the Psycho Bushujima outfit for the whole thing. But very bad thing. I spent $60 on it on the launch day, and unfortunately it became so cheap that I felt like I wasted my money. And one other thing, which was a certain trophy in that game. So I didn't know it was a trophy until my friends touched the game and actually tried to pick up Juliet's dress. And that counts as a trophy.
Okay.
So I didn't know how to feel about that.
But yeah, I don't like that.
Perversion for the win, but it counts as a trophy. So if you want to platinum the game, look yonder her dress, and there you go.
At least it's an easy trophy, not like certain games that are like, just finish this without dying once, and I'm like,
at a certain time. Beat this game while a full moon is happening under 30 minutes, and make sure not to get hit once. Even so much as moving a step will also count as this trophy's failure.
I don't feel like restarting my whole game. Thank you very much.
All right. Speaking of which, now we're going to talk about embarrassing gaming moments.
Embarrassing?
Well, not embarrassing. We could also talk about moments that defied the laws of physics. I have one specifically from a Super Mario Brothers game. I played Super Mario Brothers 2. You know those mushrooms that you pick up?
Mm-hmm.
That you can throw at the enemies and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So I found out that cherries are heavier than those mushrooms. Because when I decided to park a mushroom on top of a cherry, it floated on top of the cherry.
Oh.
I want you to really think about this. I'm playing as Princess Peach. I'm picking up the mushroom thinking, oh, it's just going to go through the cherry. No problem. Cool. And then the next minute, the freaking mushroom is floating on top of the cherry like it's a different platform.
What?
There is a clip I think I still have of this moment, which prepare for physics to be jostled just a little bit, because goddamn.
I admit I haven't picked up that game since I was a kid.
I was shocked. I was shocked and amazed by this. The fuck happened, but still it happened. Yeah. So I still don't know how this happened. And I'm still pretty much thrown off the loop about it. Where I'm just like, well then. I kind of messed up here a little bit. I don't know what I did wrong, but oh god, I did it wrong. So I'm trying to find this thing. It was called physics. The literal thing is called physics. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it?
I mean, to be fair, physics is hard, both in video games and real life.
No. This was not supposed to happen. Okay? I'm about to show you what happened. Okay? And y'all can make fun of me on this one, but god damn, this was stupid.
Movie? I do. We all like to be in denial of that one movie. What?
I don't think it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It's
Hold
so
on.
bizarre.
Please tell me you see this nonsense. Please tell me you see
That was weird.
That's great.
So, yeah. You saw I almost died there, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad you did it, but
I almost listen. Things would have happened. Okay, I was confused. I felt threatened, and then I got mad because I almost died. I had a panic attack over the loss of physics here, and it made no sense, none whatsoever. So, damn. But
I
yeah,
will put once again that game didn't have as much time to bake as Tears of the Kingdom.
no, of course it didn't. But yes,
When we're-
these are situations that I talk about. Like these are situations that I talk about that happen in this quite often. And I'm not a fan of these things happening. I get nervous actually, quite frankly, and literally just oh boy. It was enough to freak me out. So, yeah, that was one of my situations. That was an embarrassing moment for me in a game.
The one thing that does come to my mind is it doesn't have to do with the game itself. It has to do with my actual PlayStation 4. So I was having a lot of issues with my old PlayStation 4. Where it was the one where it didn't have the button, it was touch based, so when you needed to take the game out, just like lightly tap like the light breeze will send the game out.
Oh god. I think I know where this is going.
It's very much going where you think it's going.
Oh no.
So it started to get, at first it would only happen once in a blue moon, but then it started happening a way more frequently. And I think it had something to do with like the heat and the rubber part tapping the ejection with, I technical jargon. But I was playing Danganronpa V3. This is the very end of the game. There's the big reveal like in any Danganronpa game.
Go on.
Character not a spoiler, but the character literally goes, quote, it's all a lie. And then game closes. Disc ejects. Keep in mind, I didn't know you could save in the middle of a trial.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Game is a lie. Ejects disc.
Literally, the character goes, it's all a lie, so no context given.
Oh my god.
He goes to the home screen, ejects, and I'm told afterwards, because I was streaming it, like, did you save in the middle of the trial? And I'm like,
You could save in the middle of the trial?
And I was like, wait, we've been playing these games for months, and now I'm just discovering this.
Oh my god.
So I was so upset. I was like, okay, you know what? We'll finish this later. I'm gonna go cry now into my pillow.
Oh. That's like all the times I've dreamt that I caught a Pokemon and it didn't happen.
It was the actual worst. I felt so awful, and I was like, okay, now I gotta play through this whole thing again off stream, get to the point where we were, and just pray it doesn't eject again and save this time.
Just damn. Okay, yeah, I would definitely feel bad for you on that situation. But then also, we gotta find it a little hilarious that the game called itself a lie and then just spit itself out.
I know that's what made everyone lose their absolute mind. It was just the exact timing of that line, and then it happened.
Yep, that'll do it. I give up on that game at that point. I'm just like, yep, this is what happened. This is how the game goes, and this is how it ended. Thank you very much. We call it a day after that. Thank you. Bye. Oh god. Okay. Who's next?
Well, I have one that's like, actually I saved a video of it. Like I posted it on my Twitter where it's like me and this random team where we're about to do like a big run for a salmon run, and we all like lost instantly.
I hate that.
But well, you'll see. Well, if you look on my Twitter, you'll see exactly why we lost instantly.
Okay, hold on a second. I gotta find this.
Yeah, I posted it. I posted it like in the chat if you're curious to see what it is.
Where? Which chat? What chat? What? Where?
In the VC chat.
Oh my God, you did. Okay, hold on. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Hold on. Embarrassing moments? Absolutely.
Yeah. Where it's
Okay.
like, yeah.
I'm airing dirty laundry now. Let's do this. All right.
Was this during Big Run by any chance?
It was.
Okay, I thought I recognized this map.
And look at what happens in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Yes.
that Big
Oh my
Run
God.
was so mean.
No one saw. Did someone forget to tell them that squids can't swim? Oh my
Oh,
God.
no, you don't understand. The map for that was already so tiny. So then during high tide, there was like nowhere to go.
Oh my fucking God. That's.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Oh, that's terrible. That is. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I was not expecting the water to be going that high. And it's like, I knew I had to like say that video. One would believe me if that were to happen, if I were to say that.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so that did it for me. And yeah. So now, Hazy, you're up next.
I would have to say that it's also Splatoon related, but multiple moments where I'm holding on to the last egg in Salmon Run and I just don't realize it. And then time runs out and that's a wrap. And it's my fault and it's so embarrassing. And all my teammates like leave my lobby immediately.
They're like, yep, we're done. We're done. You're done. Go to bed, Hazy. You look what you
They're
did.
like in the bin immediately.
All right. So are we ready for the next part of this? The next question?
Ready?
Okay. Embarrassing crush on a video game character.
I'll go first.
Go for it.
Isabelle from Animal Crossing.
Wait. Hold on. What? What?
What?
What? Listen, she's too precious to be in a ship. I'm sorry. She's too precious. I'm sorry. I find her too precious to be in a ship. I don't know why.
Really? I mean, it's not like any type of wrongful ship. It's a cute ship.
It's true, but anytime I hear ship, I'm just immediately assuming that there's like various pictures that should not be shown on the internet.
Oh, okay.
For visible reasons. I don't know why my mind immediately goes to that, but it's to be fair, yeah. Y'all know why.
Depends on the person.
Y'all know why. Okay. So that was yours. Okay. So Isabelle.
Yeah,
So we'll just talk about the fact that you went for the belt. You went for the money. Got it. We understand. Because Isabelle is Isabelle.
right, and she's got her little bell on her head.
Yep.
She tilts
Yep.
it.
Yep. All right. Who's next?
I have too many.
You have to.
Do you want the whole list? I will read.
You know what? Lightning round. Go for it, Okami.
Obviously, Link and Zelda. No questions asked there. Pansexual panic mode engaged.
Yep.
Geralt and Yennefer from The Witcher.
Yeah.
Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yep.
Literally so many different Final Fantasy protagonists. I will. You got Squall. You got Cloud. I will literally be here all day.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh my gosh. I'm like looking around because I have so many things. Why am I suddenly not thinking? Um, my goodness gracious, my brain just farted. My brain literally just farted.
Ganon. Okay.
No, I left him out, but the voice of Matthew Mercer is still solid.
What about before Matthew Mercer?
See, before Matthew Mercer, really the only Ganon I kind of was like, okay, he's kind of something was Hyrule Warriors Ganon.
That's fair.
I think it was the long hair that did it.
It will always be the long hair that did it.
Oh, it's absolutely the long hair.
All right. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. I'm staring at everything, everything around here. Dillis from Rune Factory 4.
Hey, Rune Factory. That's funny.
Rune Factory is really good.
You and my friend, frickin', what's his face? My friend Champ will actually talk you to death about Rune Factory.
Oh yes, absolutely. There were so many good ones in 5, to be honest. I was very torn between Martin and oh heck, who did I marry? Riker. I was torn between those two. I ended up marrying Riker. But there were so many good female candidates too.
As you should.
Sebastian from Stardew.
Yep.
From Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life. I know they changed her name in the remake. I haven't had the chance to get it yet though.
Muffy or Cecilia?
Cecilia.
There we go. Which they changed to Celia.
From Stardew.
Which they changed her name to Celia.
Yes. Abigail from Stardew, because like me, she has purple hair. And she also has guinea pigs like me.
That's fair. And she too wants to be an adventurer.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, otherwise we'll be if you make me, we'll be here. We'll be here all day. I love Waka from Okami. Waka and Oki are good. We will be here all day. Don't make me
Okay, so we got a good list. At least you didn't go out. Wait, what?
Emma from Trails of Cold Steel. All right, I'm done.
I was about to say, if you said Emma from Metal Gear Solid 2, I would slap anybody here.
No, the Cold Steel games have the Trails series in general has romance options, but Estelle, I have way too many. Just too many. We'll be here all day if I think of every game with romance in it.
That's fair. All right, Barry, you're up.
The only two that comes to mind is like Magnus from the new Spiral trilogy, Reunited trilogy, and Captain Blue from Beautiful Jill.
Captain Blue?
Yeah.
Damn, I would have gone for Hulk Davidson. the Dino dude. The freaking leather daddy Dino dude. Come on, he's right there. He's a choice.
I mean, have you seen Captain Blue?
Yes, I have. That Audi belly button really turns me off. Nothing against people who have Audis, but still, it's like, come on.
I don't like belly buttons in general. I'm like, stay away from mine.
So
I mean, he's like one of the reasons why I discovered like I was into guys, because of like someone who was just like fat and just proud of being fat.
It's fair.
Yeah, and just like Magnus, like with him jiggling his gut when you rescue him, it's like I feel like he's the one dragon I would just like revisit all the time.
There's like a lot of dragons in Spyro that I would probably like that I'll call DILFs, you know? Like, come on, dragon I'd like to fuck? Like, that's perfect. Alright, so one of my shameful encounters, I tried to go out with Shane and Stardew for my very first time, and mind you, I had the brain mindset of I can fix some guys. I can do it. I can fix Shane. Okay? I can do it. I can fix Shane. I promise. I can stop him from drinking. I promise. I swear. But then I got introduced to human Pokemon, and there's literally a rant of me talking about how I would let Machamp just go to town. 4 big buff arms. Use your imagination.
The funny thing was you brought up Shane, and literally my one of my best friends, she absolutely hates his romance, how it literally, trying to get him to stop drinking, but then you marry him. And then I think she mentioned he goes back to it or something.
Oh yeah.
He just sits around and does nothing.
Yeah.
And she's like, but for speedrunning Stardew, apparently that he's the chosen route for that. So she's always like, I hate his romance.
No, the worst part about it is I only used him for the blue chickens.
You can get blue chickens with him?
Yeah, so that's his whole thing. Like, Shane's whole thing is breeding a type of chicken that is blue.
Oh, dang.
So like, so if you want to fix Shane, yes, I said fix. You can get blue chickens from him.
No, it's okay. I prefer I prefer
your emo internet boy Sebastian. Yes, we get it.
Yes, and also my
your
my
purple haired waifu.
Where we both have guinea pigs that we'll just start our own guinea pig rescue. It'll be great.
Oh my god. But yes, I'm not even kidding on the whole situation. I literally thought I could fix Shane, and that's literally where my brain was like, I can fix him. And then I just realized, oh my god, am I in a toxic relationship mindset today? Oh my god, this is not. Oh my god, I had to literally stare myself in the mirror and be like, oh my god, I've become my mother. Anyway,
I literally just forgot to do anything with him after you marry him, and I'm like, why?
It's because he was one of the newer relationships. I think Emily's the same way too. I mean, Emily gives you expensive gifts, though. That's the difference.
Yeah, but I'm the type of person that's like, I don't want expensive gifts.
I wanted the free. I wanted the fabric. That's what it was. I wanted the freaking fabric.
I wanted the guinea pigs.
I mean, that's fair. Okay, you listen. You had standards. That's fine. Okay, I understand having standards. This is very important for everybody. Okay, guys, just for reference, so when you decide to go on a video game dating sim type of track, have standards. Have standards. Okay, like, like how I have standards where I'm like, hey, I would like Machamp to literally grab me with all 4 arms and do whatever he wants. That's standards. You have to at least have 4 arms that are muscular to ride this ride. There you go.
Those are extremely specific.
Extremely specific.
You're really restricting your dating pool, just letting you know.
I'm already taken. It's fine. It's cool. My partner has 4 arms. No. It's so bad. Oh my god. He has 4 arms. I swear, guys. Oh my god. He could listen. That limits me down to 4 arms from Ben 10, 10 Shinhan, and Machamp. Those are my 3 options for muscular 4 arms. There we go. And technically 2.5 because then Shinhan has to activate a move for it. There.
Wow.
Wait, what?
I was like, wow.
So yeah, there's my dating pool right there. Just 3 guys that don't exist. There we go. One of them is kind of like an animal. The other one has to activate an ability, and the other one is just a clan of 4 armsmen from a different planet. Which come to think of it, if Elon invents space travel and finds this breed, maybe, just maybe, perhaps.
Your pool is small, my pool is huge. Hi Crom for Fire Emblem Awakening.
But then, I also have a thing for Asgore, so, Undertale Daddy's hot. You gotta love Goat Daddy. And Goat Mommy, too. Jesus. There's the bisexuality coming out of me today. Goat Mommy is nice, too, because honestly, she comes into your life and she's like, listen, that's such a nasty fucking creature, and I don't like him, so I'm gonna blow him up right in front of you just to show you who's boss. I am Mommy.
Oh my gosh.
And then Undyne kind of came in here with like the thighs that kill.
I mean, to be fair, you're not wrong.
Like Undyne, listen, Undyne shedded off the armor, and literally we got tank top, which is
Listen,
what I'm wearing.
I'm just thinking right now, my entire run of Boyfriend Dungeon, 'cause there's just too many good characters.
Oh, you and Waffles will be talking about Boyfriend Dungeon for days.
Oh yeah.
I bought that game for them, and yeah, they did not stop playing it for like the whole time that I was with them. I'm like, I got you a gift. Did not pay attention to me the whole day, the whole weekend. I was.
It is addicting. I'll say that.
Which I didn't mind because I had a new game too. So we were just both kind of like, we were with each other, but like we were playing games with each other, but not with each other, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh no, I get that.
So it was kind of one of those like relaxing days where you kind of needed to like let that out. So
I get that.
And then that's what happened with Tears of the Kingdom. I got us both copies and we were just playing them nonstop. They're still playing it to this day.
Garrus from Mass Effect. Okay, I need to stop.
Oh my god. It's going to be the long list. I'm going to literally just like every time Okami says a character, the edit's going to be like every time Okami says a character.
The drink shepherd. I gotta get the drinks.
Shepherd.
Why can't I date Rex?
Listen, when Dragon Age Inquisition gave us that Bara demon, I lost my mind. And I said,
I still have to play it.
Part of me's like, I should probably play Dragon Age Inquisition, you know, for science.
I've only ever played Origins, I will fully admit, because I was on the fence about playing 2 for so long. Then Inquisition came out, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know where to go anymore.
All right. So, next question. Dating, since we're talking about dating sims. So, if you've ever played a dating sim, what was the most embarrassing one you've played?
I wouldn't say per se I played an embarrassing one. Colonel Sanders.
Oh my god.
I love you, Colonel Sanders. I mean, listen, in terms of marketing, you know, fast food marketing, I still say that is the most, you know, until, you know, the Grimace Shake was a thing. I still say that was the best piece of fast food, the most clever, best piece of fast food marketing I have ever seen.
Oh my god.
Because it was such a goofy time. It's just, they know it's a goofy time. They didn't take it seriously. And it's just, hey, if you need to like kill a night, I just super recommend. It's free. It's free on Steam, I think still.
It's fair. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, you said Colonel Sanders.
It is a thing.
You must have had a lot of KFC after that.
I didn't.
Oh,
but
you had to listen. How are you going to play that game and not have the food of his people? God damn it!
I just wanted, because I can't eat that much fast food because of my IBD.
That's fair.
So it's not the fact that I don't want it; it's the fact I have to like really be careful.
That's fair. A famous bowl would have been nice, though. You know, like at least mashed potatoes.
Like the famous yeah, I do like that. Doesn't trigger anything from me, so I can have that.
All right. So Colonel Sanders, you would fuck Chicken Daddy. Got it. I understand. I said what I said. Listen, Colonel Sanders is Chicken Daddy. I don't want to hear shit.
Look, the weight of my heart is through my stomach. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fair. I mean, that's a majority of people. Have you ever cooked? That's why they say cooking for someone is like one of the most romantic things you can ever do.
It's true, but the only thing I can really cook is like directions from HelloFresh.
That's fair.
Hi, I'm not sponsored by them, but...
All right, who's next?
I can't say that I've ever played a dating sim.
Did you ever play a game that had romance options?
I've played Stardew Valley before, but never got through it. I gotta be honest.
Okay, so
I know. I'm sorry.
No. I'm gonna level with you here. I'm planning on doing a Stardew thing on YouTube. soon.
Okay.
I am kidnapping you for that.
Okay.
And you are to continue the game until you marry someone.
Ooh, okay.
And it could be any one of the choices, or you don't even have to get married. You could just have Krobus move in and you just give each other affection by giving hugs. That's it.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah.
At least, at the very least, it doesn't force you to get married within the first year, like A Wonderful Life does.
Oh my God! Don't get me started on that. I have the original Harvest Moon of this game, and it pisses me off that there were so many viable options to date for the opposite sex. But God damn it! What about the same sex? Damn it! Natsume let me down. But now with Story of Seasons, I'm actually planning on picking that up myself too and playing it. Since we beat Pikmin 2, I can play a new game. Yay! So, yeah. Pikmin 2's done, so I'll be probably playing an embarrassing game. That's the thing. Barry, you're up next. Dating sim that you probably found embarrassing.
Can't really say like I really play like any like dating sims, but I have been. But I think the only thing that comes close to it is like this visual novel that I'm reading called Dawn Course, where there are different paths you can follow, where you can pretty much like romance yourself with different characters.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that many dating sims. Like, unless it's like a visual novel, then I got nothing.
Oh no, I'm also talking about games that have romancing options.
Yeah, just that visual novel is the only one that comes to mind.
Did you touch Fire Emblem?
Like I play like a good majority of like Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright.
Oh yeah, that has romance options.
Oh, I guess I probably did, but I never really like noticed.
That's fair. You have to date the opposite sex unless you're Niles.
I will say, again, not sponsored by them. For our asexual friends out there, there is a game that will be coming out. It's an asexual dating sim called I Just Want to Be Single. I wanted to kickstart that. I just completely forgot about it, but I do plan on getting it when it comes out.
That sounds amazing.
But it's the dating sim where you literally avoid dating everybody.
That sounds like my dating game.
That sounds great. Oh my God. So
I say keep an eye out for it because I think it's going to be good.
So I'm planning on replaying this game for YouTube because it's been a while since I touched this game. But I beat Hatofu Boyfriend.
I love Hatofu Boyfriend.
I dated birds. I was a high school girl dating birds. And for some reason, Waffles, who is also a bird, here is proof of said birdliness that he is that they are now joining me for the they are joining me for some of my challenges in the future, and they're now their own PNG tuber. And here's just a fan art of like something that has been done for me. But nowadays people think that I just picked up a bird from Hatofu Boyfriend and that I was just doing that.
I'm just obligated to play any game that's bird based because I work for Birdism. She's my boss is great. Jen's the artist. I love her. She does chubby bird art.
Send it to me because I need to show it to Waffles. But here's a reference of how Waffles looks in PNG form.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, nice.
So that's both of us just being rapscallions. But Waffles is the kind of person that would tell my artist, hey, listen, I love it, but I need more lemon. And then my artist is just like, what does that mean? And he meant lemon shape, but like he is lemon shaped.
I just love any kind of chubby bird.
So yeah, you gotta meet my partner. Y'all could talk birds all day.
Oh no, we could, because ever since I started working for my boss, I've just become a burb expert at this point.
Ever since I started dating Waffles, I became a bird expert. I didn't know certain. Oh, I've seen these birds before.
Yeah, she's the artist.
Oh my god.
We just released a line of plushies. I'm so sorry. This is like shameless self-plug.
No, I don't care. Listen, do you feel guilty about it? Is this a guilty pleasure? Because look at these chonkers. Oh my god, yes. Yes, I've specifically seen the teals.
Yeah, no, like her, she's insanely popular, but she's such a great person. I adore her.
But yeah, so we're gonna talk a tofu boyfriend for a second. Hold on. So my first choice, and it's because I was curious what this route would do, was Nageki, which was the dead bird in the library that was actually a ghost. And
oh my gosh, that was my first choice too.
And I was surprised. Like, I was like, oh, so that was this route. And then my second choice, which was more realistic, and I kind of felt for them because I felt I had the same problem too, but I fell in love with the main bird, Ryota, because he has stomach problems like me. So I felt that we can understand each other, you know, bird to bird. I mean, bird to teenage girl type thing.
Why do they call it a restroom? I'm fighting for my life in here.
Exactly. The guilty pleasure for Hazy is that she didn't beat she didn't even touch Stardew. And she has it.
True.
This is the part of it right here.
I got the Stardew Valley board game at Gen Con, and we haven't even played it yet. So
wait, it's out now? Oh god, I gotta buy it.
It was out at Gen Con last year, so I'm assuming it's been out. I don't think it was like an early release.
Darn. So, Marzi, we talked about this. So, since I'm starting YouTube Stardew soon, Hazy has to play with us now. No questions asked.
I agree to that.
Because we need to get Hazy like shacked up with somebody in Stardew or no one at all and just make lots of money. I don't know, whichever the case is. Whatever happens first.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Hazy will find someone. And if Marzi has Stardew, she can join us as well. Yeah, I said it. We're gonna start a whole thing. I have it on Switch and I have it on PC, so we got choices.
I got Research Story Early Access on Steam, so I'm waiting to see if there's more marriage candidates in that game.
You got enough marriage candidates. You gave us a whole list throughout this whole thing.
I wasn't even finished.
You wasn't even exactly. Okay, that like mind you, this is the list, and then mind you, behind it is like stapled papers, front to back, like another 50 pages. Again, front to back.
Why am I like this?
Like, let me tell you something. I have my artist, the one that did that art rendering you saw of me and Waffles. I don't think we can say it's a guilty pleasure for her, but she loves the hell out of Arvin.
Oh, what's that?
Arvin from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
I thought that I forgot who that was for a minute.
Yo, Blaze, don't get mad. She's like, she forgot Arvin and his story about his dog.
I forgot. I don't dislike Scarlet and Violet. It has the best story, so I don't know why. I don't know why Arvin just went over my head for a second.
Nah, it's cool. It happens. But yeah. So now here's a thing that goes into now here's another situation that goes into it. So, what is one game you were kind of ashamed of putting so much time into?
I have way too many. I feel like that could fall into that category.
I have an easy one. Why did I spend so much time on Lollipop Chainsaw? So, I'm a perfectionist. I wanted all the trophies because I was like, oh, this game is so easy. I can platinum it in no time. And then I was disappointed immediately by finding out that, again, one of the trophies was, look at her panties.
I want to talk to the developers about that, but
Oh, good luck with that. The artist for High School of the Dead is, well, dead. So,
oh, did not know that.
yeah. That's why we don't have a season 2. He did.
Oh, I mean, I feel so bad for them.
Well, yeah. You should. I was like, yeah, you should. No, like, no.
I mean, like, I don't like the trophy, but man, I feel bad.
I'm being stupid. No, listen. Oh god, but yes, Lollipop Chainsaw was one of them that I literally spent. So, the fact that the game is only like 6 hours long at best, I spent 10 times that just trying to perfect everything, and I still didn't do it. So, I wasted my time.
I mean, it's easy to fall into the achievement hunting grind, you know, and for some games it takes forever to do.
Yeah, but I ain't no Jared. I ain't no completionist. That's where I messed up.
I mean, to be fair, when I tried to platinum Okami HD, I literally missed one single trophy.
Oh, no.
And it was because I walked past an enemy at a certain point that you can only fight it at a certain point. So I didn't fight every single enemy technically. So whenever you look up my trophies, you're just missing the platinum and that second trophy, and it hurts so bad.
Oh god. So sorry.
I finished the game on Cherry Blossom rank. So I was near perfect, man.
Hey, listen. At least you. Here's your Bart Simpson cake. At least you tried.
I know.
At least you tried. All right. So, when it comes to time consumptions, who's first?
Well, I'm not sure if I would be embarrassed by this game in particular, but I spent like most of my hours on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on the Switch.
That's fair.
Yes, I honestly think the Mystery Dungeon games are better than the mainline games.
Yeah, I just had like so much nostalgia like for the original Red and Blue that I pretty much recorded like almost every single Pokemon. There are a few strong pulls that I'm missing and a few legendaries that I'm missing, but I did finally get like the ultimate rank in that game.
Explorers of the Sky is definitely in my top 5 video games, period.
Yeah, like it took me a while to get to some of the dungeons because like some of the 99 floor ones was like I don't even remember if I ever like completed the 99 floors in the original.
Oh gosh, and then you run into like several monster houses along the way.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right.
I'm just here for the legendary.
That's no, you're not. All right. Next up is Hazy.
Well, a game that I have a lot of time in, whether it's guilty or not, is definitely Splatoon 2. I have an astronomical amount of hours in that game that I'm actually kind of embarrassed to say.
Oh my god. I mean, listen, like, have you ever felt embarrassed of spending too much time on a game where you're like, okay, maybe this is a little too much of my time in this game. I should probably step back.
Yeah.
All right.
It's probably over 2,000 hours.
I am impressed.
Yeah.
What? 2,000
hours?
hours?
Here, let me check my Switch. It'll tell me.
Nintendo should send you something.
Yeah, like, right?
Splatoon. Okay, so Splatoon 2 is down here. Oh my god, okay. 3,265 hours.
Oh wow.
She lied
Why
to
aren't
us.
they sending you something?
She lied to us. It was more.
It was more. I apologize. But most of that time was spent, and I never did get there, was trying to get to X rank, which is like so overrated, but I still wanted it, so.
It's like, I want it though.
Yeah, I still wanted to be an X rank player, so I spent a lot of time trying to level up and then Splatoon 3 came out, and now I have countless amount of hours in that game too.
Yeah, is it over 1,000?
It is.
Oh,
Oh
so
my
in
gosh.
general, you technically have spent almost 5,000 hours on Splatoon. Period.
Yeah.
So now, the reason why I'm talking about guilty pleasures in video games is because there's also a topic that most people don't want to go over, but it's a very good topic to go over. So, what game do you still enjoy in 2023, even though it hasn't aged well?
I'm trying to consider what hasn't aged well, to be honest.
So, I have one, and it was on my alphabet challenge. I actually enjoyed LA Noire.
I've never played it yet, but I had a friend who adored that game.
So I enjoyed the game for a lot of reasons. Obviously, the blatant racism was not one of them, but we have to remember the timeline. This is
about to say,
this is in
yeah.
the 20s. I remember getting a comment on somebody's like, "Are you actually allowing racism on your stream?" And I'm like, "This is the 1920s. This is literally historically, like, factual that this was a thing. You're learning something from your video game today."
And it's like erasing the fact that people were,
Yeah,
unfortunately racist back then is like saying it didn't exist, which is very ignorant.
exactly. So that was the thing that where it came from. It was like, well, I still find you to be racist for playing this game. And I felt some form of shame with that. I'm like, okay, but this was also like the setting of 1920s. So I can't really get mad at it, but at the same time, of course, the game is not going to age well because of the fact of what the setting was. Does that make sense?
I wouldn't even say that it hasn't aged well. I would just say it does touch a subject that's very serious.
Exactly. But if we're going to talk about games that haven't aged well, I would say most of the Persona games.
Most of them? I would say I think 4 and 5 have aged well. I would say 3
No.
and below haven't.
No, I am calling back on 4 and 5. Let me explain. For LGBT representation in both 4 and 5, it is a comedic joke. For example, the queer coding on kanji, which is very much disturbing because there are times where it's like, okay, if he was gay, is that a problem? Can you treat it like a normality? Thank you. I would very much appreciate that. And in 5, we had the cartoony gays that kidnapped Ryuji to God knows where in the red light district. So they just basically called us predators in that case. Does not age well.
Okay, no, from your perspective, yeah, I can see why that hasn't. I was literally just thinking purely from a gameplay standpoint, like how in P3 original you couldn't control your party members, so you weren't getting healed when you were supposed to, and then the endless problems with Persona 1. Persona 2, I wouldn't say.
2 was actually a step up, and then P3 went backwards. If we're talking about gameplay wise, yeah, I still love P3 for the story, not so much the gameplay.
Exactly.
Shinji, goddammit.
Darn it, Shinji.
But yeah, that's my guilty pleasure game. P3 for the gameplay, LA Noire for the story, and I still like Persona, but I just don't like how it portrays LGBT people.
No, I get that as an LGBT person too. I like that you mentioned that one scene with Ryuji. I don't think they were meaning any harm, but I don't like the way that obviously that it was done. No, because I totally forgot about that scene.
Because it's kind of like, hey, can we get the gays in here? Right here. No, the cartoony predatory gays. Yoo-hoo! And I'm just like, God damn it. That's not everyone. So
I would say for me, a game that I still love but hasn't aged well. 2 things I can think of right off the bat is Oblivion. Would you say Morrowind has also aged badly?
That's a hard one for me because
Yeah, I don't know if those count.
I played Morrowind, and I've also been just like watching Ash Said Hi play Morrowind, and kind of like I feel bad for her for certain parts of the game that did not age well, but then in the same part, I'm just like, I'm happy I don't have to do it.
It's like it's the same thing with Oblivion. Through some, if you're trying to close all the Oblivion gates, some of them are just awful. And the only other thing I can think of is probably Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
Yeah.
You know, not that they're bad, but like you start to like really think about those sections that aren't Sonic and Shadow,
Yeah.
and they can be really iffy.
Sonic Adventure 2. I like the treasure hunting levels, funny enough. I actually got through the security breach so many times.
See, security breach I don't like, but it depends on the treasure hunting. It was definitely improved in 2 over
1.
Sonic DX, yeah.
But like I said, also, can we just talk about that? I miss Rouge's original voice actor.
I mean, I do too.
Like, goddamn. All right. So Oblivion was yours, Okami.
Yeah, the older Elder Scrolls games.
All right. Who's next?
Oh, I feel like going back to it, like probably like some of the older Sonic titles, like I still enjoy them, like even though they do show like how early development they still were, where it's like some of the stages were like fun, but like I haven't noticed like all the glitches in most of them, but I still enjoy them.
It's fair. Sonic games did not age well completely. Like, I enjoy Speed, the game, but like, then after a while, you're just like, I feel like I broke the game. Like, as a kid,
I still have to try Frontiers for comparison's sake. For all the older Sonic games, I still have to play it.
That's fair. But
yeah. A lot of people like that game. It's like I have it, but I've only just gotten to like the second island.
Like, I'll say this overall, like, mind you, I hated the fact that because we were kids, we thought we didn't have the skill to beat a game, so when we lose, it's like, oh, I suck at this game, and I'm mad about it. But then when I'm playing the game now, I'm playing Sonic, I'm like, I didn't suck. This game just literally threw me off the ramp, and I had no way of protecting myself from this.
Lion King on the SNES.
Don't remind me of that. We talked about that during the Disney stream.
Yeah, I watched Proton John like play that game. It's like, man, that game really does look tough.
Yep.
It is.
All right. You're up, AZ. What game do you feel did not age well?
I honestly, I'm struggling a little bit because I don't really have much of a variety. I'm more of a addicted to one or two things kind of person. If you can't tell.
That's fair.
By my 2, 3. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like, I mean, maybe there was something, but I don't, like, something that didn't age well with me that I still enjoy going back to is like, you guys are going to laugh and be like, you're so out in left field. I got Ring Fit Adventure. Really
I love that game.
But like I said, I still love going back to it. Like, it's a cute little story. I like, running through the little virtual world and just kind of doing that like after work every day. But I just feel like I didn't get as much out of it as I thought I was going to, like with the whole make a habit out of it. But it is something that I enjoy going back to.
Oh no, that is definitely a big guilty for me because I used to have Ring Fit days in my Discord, and I think Hazy, you remember when I would do those Ring Fit days every now and then, and this is when I had no job and I was like sad and alone. But hey, to bring everyone together, let's do fitness together, and I was so mad at myself that I stopped doing it completely the second I got the new job. It was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to do it. And then I was like, oh, well, I guess I have to
You know,
feel
but
bad.
still, I checked my friends list on Ring Fit, and you are like the top person with like level 80 something or 100 something.
Yeah. So here, guilty pleasure of me when it comes to playing Ring Fit. I have no chill. I will go at the highest settings for a lot of things, and it got to the point where both CTK and Manx and a few of the other people that would join us is like, Hito, are you okay? I remember Ribbon was like, take a break, you silly bear. And I'm like, no, okay? Every day is leg day. Every day is ab day. Every day is arm day. Every day is yoga. We must do yoga. Unite the souls together as one. I shall complete this. It's like, how are you getting competitive in yoga? I don't know. I'll find a way.
To be fair, Ring Fit is also like every 10 minutes of Ring Fit's like, are you done for the day? Do you want to take a break? That was some workout.
Right? Right?
I'm like, I've been doing this for 5 minutes. What do you mean, do I need a break?
It's like, but are you sure though?
I'm like, yes.
Like I think the game literally thinks that we're all circles with arms and legs, and that at some point that we just like we don't have the strength to do things. So it's just like, hey, circle with arms and legs. Are you tired yet? We know you shouldn't be doing this much exercise.
I'm chronically ill and I'm fatigued all the time, but it's not like I'm 5 minutes into my workout and I'm like on the floor.
Exactly. I mean,
funny enough, like,
oh, go on.
well, funny enough, I do have Ring Fit. Like, I played it a few times, but I've been playing fitness boxing too a lot more than that.
That's fair. Fitness boxing did check a few boxes. And for me, I kind of changed to just dance. So sometimes I just dance in my underwear on TikTok, you know, like a go-go dancer, but not really. But not exactly though. But no, what I do is like I've been trying to do like TikTok lives where I'm just doing just dance and you know, matching outfits, make myself look sexy as I dance, and then burn off as many calories as I can because, you know, the game actually made me sweat more than Ring Fit ever did. I'm going to be honest with you. Just Dance makes you sweat more than Ring Fit.
Okay.
Like,
For me, it's the same for me, I feel like, because of the running in Ring Fit. If it weren't for the running, I wouldn't sweat as much.
like, here's the thing. Like, for example, like, so I would do a good hour and a half of Ring Fit with everybody. And yeah, I'm sweating, but it's not like, it's just like a forehead sweat. That's it. When I do Just Dance, every part of me is sweating.
But the question is, are you dancing to the Han Solo song?
Yes. I was mostly to be fair, I think the reason why I was sweating everywhere is because I kept doing Lady Gaga songs and they're very intense.
Well, she's also a queen.
Exactly. Like, mind you, I danced to a lot of Lady Gaga, and Ariana Grande because I had a love for Victorious at the time and I loved Cat.
Hi, I'm gonna add to my list. I have a crush on Lady Gaga thanks to American Horror Story. So there you go.
So
I was like, mommy.
like, Bobby?
Forget Twilight. I will show you the vampire I have a crush on right here.
There we go. That's how we do this. Oh my god. But do you feel guilty about it though?
No, because I didn't know how good of an actress she was.
You know what? She threw a lot of people off with her acting, but then again, to be fair, she acted in her music videos too. But it was kind of cheesy in the music videos, especially the paparazzi one.
Well, that's how the music videos are. Like sometimes they're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's fair. What were we talking about again? Oh, right, guilty pleasures.
Yes, we were just standing over Lady Gaga
For a second. It happens. Rain on me. Anyway, so now this is where we're going to talk about the guilty pleasures video game section. So for those of you who don't know, this is our last segment, by the way. We'll probably go into this quite often. So for those of you who don't know, certain games are often known as secret guilty pleasures. And it could always be for a game that's relatively seen as very bad. What is a very bad video game you've played that everyone told you it sucked, but you secretly liked it?
I already have mine if nobody wants to go first.
Go for it.
So it's not a singular game, it's a series.
Go for it.
The Legend of Spyro series.
Ooh, I actually liked that series.
Apart from the Eternal Night, because parts of the Eternal Night were very unfair to me in terms of difficulty.
It's fair.
Because I felt like so many people complained that which they're not wrong. The first A New Beginning was too easy, but then their response was just make everything insanely difficult in the Eternal Night, and you can like the hitboxes, the not the hitboxes, the invincibility frames in that game are atrocious.
Yeah.
But I love the series, the story of the series in general, where, A New Beginning's fine. It's nothing special, but I love the story. I adore the story. The Eternal Night, again, like the story, but the gameplay was awful in that one. And then you got the magnum opus that is Dawn of the Dragon. And I have, really nothing bad to say about Dawn of the Dragon, other than I wish the whole series played out like that.
Yes.
There was a really wicked good voice cast. You had Elijah Wood, you had Gary Oldman. Totally forgot who voiced Cinder.
So
I would have to look it up.
You want to know a funny story?
Mm-hmm.
There was a VA project on people doing a fan project of the game again, and they wanted new voice actors, and I was about to play Tehran, the Earth Dragon.
Oh my gosh.
I actually got the part to do Tehran in the fan project.
I feel you have that power, you have that boom that he needs in a voice.
Yeah.
You do. You have. I feel like you have that deep. You have a deep enough. You can have that deep enough voice for him.
Or I could just sound so silly, like a valley girl. Like, hi.
Voltaire kind of sounds like that.
Yeah, that's they were stuck between Voltaire and Tehran for me, but they specifically were like, no, give Hito Tehran.
Here's the thing. I can understand not liking the gameplay of the first two games. The first one's repetitive. The second one's just impossible at times. But the story, I felt like the story was so worth it, especially in the end.
It was a good reimagining of the Spyro series, honestly, and it gave me Fate, where Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale kind of killed it for me.
Exactly. I think especially after those two games, I think a lot of people forget those are the games that came out right after those.
And
it's still, it's like water and oil compared to those games.
But I will not lie, the Game Boy Spyro games were not bad.
They really weren't. I feel like they fly under the radar a lot.
Like Season of Ice and Season of Fire, they were great.
They really were, and I just think not enough people played them, to be honest. I wouldn't consider them guilty pleasures. I would just consider them, I don't know if maybe it was not marketed well at the time, because I was small when those games came out.
Small.
I was small. I was a kid. But I don't consider them bad by any stretch in the means.
Definitely.
I'm just saying Dawn of the Dragon, free flying. No more gliding. You free fly everywhere. It's amazing. And when the visuals aren't chugging on your system, the environment's amazing.
Definitely, I 100% agree on that. I love the Spyro. I love the Spyro series, the New Beginning series. It was amazing. It did a lot of things, and also it gave Spyro. It basically made the Enter the Dragonfly series completely invalid, because at that point Spyro was breathing different types of breaths, including new ones.
Yeah, and then in the third game, Cinder got her it was poison, fear, shadow, and wind, which was crazy.
Yes, most definitely. I love those. And then we got lightning, water, and earth, along with fire for Spyro. But the funny part is they got rid of the bubble breath from Enter the Dragonfly. And I'm like, perfect. We don't need bubble breath.
Well, bubble breath never worked.
Bubble breath was only for dragonflies to catch them.
I don't think people realize it is, it brought back Spyro. in a way, before the remakes happened.
Yep, and then
It literally
Skylanders
brought back
happened.
Spyro from. Yeah, well, no, I have my feelings about Skylanders. I won't go into detail.
Because we want to advertise it.
I mean, I don't want to advertise it.
All right, so that was your game that's considered bad, but actually you enjoy. All right, who's next?
For me, it's kind of like a two-way tie between like certain Pokemon games and Sonic Forces.
Elaborate.
Well, I know like when Sonic Forces came out, like everyone was like shitting on it, like just talking like there's like so many negative reviews of it, and it's like that was like one of the few like odd ones out that actually enjoyed it. Like everyone was complaining like it was too short, the gameplay was too easy. It's like there was like some challenging points in its Forces where it's like it took me multiple tries to get the hang of, especially like with the final boss, and it didn't really feel that short to me. Like I didn't manage to complete it quick, but like there are still like some extra stages and alphas I still have to unlock. And
Gotcha.
like the story, and I do like the story of like how much it's like takes up a darker tone of like Eggman pretty much taking over the world, and you need to like stop him to get the world back.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
And
it's like I see.
And what about the Pokemon games you mentioned? Which one?
Well, I think it'd be like a tie between Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, along with X and Y, and Sword and Shield, because like those games I actually did enjoy. Like X and Y took me a while because like the whole new fairy type, so the fairy type took me a while to adjust to. And like I know like people were saying like it was like too easy, the story is bland. Especially like with the experience share like being broken. Like I actually didn't mind the experience share like giving experience like to all Pokemon, because like back in the day like just leveling up each Pokemon individually, like that just took forever. Where it's like it's like pretty much like a grind section just to get them all to equal levels. And like the stories is like I don't like the stories. They're nice, but it's not like I'm asking like for an Academy Award winning story. Just like a simple story where it's like there's this plot and another plot and then the end plot.
Academy Award. Now we're giving out Academy Awards for video games? Hell yeah. We should totally do that at some point. I would love to give Academy Awards to games, because you know what? They have better stories than some movies out there.
Yeah, and it's like the stories are very good, but like when people like talking shit about the stories, it's like they want them to be like something you would win at an Academy Award. It's like it's just a video game. You're supposed to play it, not like there is a story, but it's not supposed to like drive you in like a 2-hour long movie.
I mean, they drive us in with a 6-hour long video game that's like a movie. Am I wrong?
And like, how long are the Witcher books when you add them all together? Seriously, on top of like Wild Hunt, which I'm in the middle of.
Who wants to join Geralt in a bath?
Me.
Sounded so great. Like, me?
I like a guy that's good with. I like guys and gals that are good and non-binaries that are good with horses. I mean, listen, that's my fiance, non-binary, who used to ride. So
listen, to be fair, you know what? The equestrian in this one, okay.
I like my horse games.
That's fair. Play some Barbie's horse trainer, and then you got it.
There you go.
All right, Hazy, you're up next.
All right, so a game that I still enjoy that others may consider bad. Do mobile games count?
Yes.
Okay, so I can be guilty of playing a game called Heyday, which is sort of like Farmville, if you've ever heard of it.
No.
Okay, so it's like a game that you have your own farm and you make money by selling items, and then eventually things start to take time to make. So it's like a time-based waiting game where you have to go back and check on your farm and see like when your corn is done growing and so on and so forth. There is definitely like pay-to-play options as well, but I kind of obviously avoided all of those, and you can play for free as well. But it is something that, like, I don't know if I'm like embarrassed to say that I play it, but like when people find out that I play it, they're like, "You still play something like that?" Because it was like popular like back when Facebook Flash games were a thing.
Oh god,
So
I
I just-
remember Castleville.
Yeah, like it kind of started like on that era of games, and now like I still have the app on my phone, and I'm like, don't look at that app, it's not there. Like I do not play Heyday.
It's like, I don't do that. What are you talking about? So,
Definitely guilty of that.
me. So, yeah. Game that is bad, but also, this is I don't play bad games. That sounds so fucking.
I don't play bad games.
That sounds so bad the way I was like, I don't play bad games. Okay, everything I play.
I only have the highest quality palette here.
Exactly, right? Like, you get it. You understand. Okay, cool. So I don't play shitty games. I play games that everybody loves because, that gets the views and honeys. Follow twitch.tv/Hito if you can. No. So
Unfollowing.
no.
I love you.
No, that's a heart attack. Why would you do this? Oh no,
I
I'm
would
dead.
never do that to you.
So let's see. A game that was bad. This is really hard because I got one. So people like to shit on a lot of Final Fantasy games, and I love Final Fantasy 3. Not the one with Terra, the one with Lucian, Ark, Rada, and Haru, I believe his name is. The one with Onion Knight.
I will totally admit I haven't gone to that one yet. The Final Fantasy games I have finished are 15, 10, 10-2, 7 remake, and 8 and 9.
And also, I loved 13. So here's the thing: I didn't like 13, but I still enjoy the gameplay, and it does have a good story. But I think people hate it because Lightning is a woman.
Funny enough, my fiance likes 13, and I think with them, they mentioned that it's like the first part of the game's not great, but when you get into the second part, it's really, really good.
Yeah, like
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like I'll talk about gameplay mechanic-wise, it was a little slow, and I'll be honest on that. But most people who bitch and moan about Final Fantasy 13 are always bitching about Lightning. Specifically Lightning. And the most heard comment is, wow, we finally got a female protagonist in a Final Fantasy game and they fucked it up. I'm like, no, they didn't. Oh, but she has no personality. Yes, she does.
But then wait, what do they consider 10-2? Because I don't think the characters in 10-2 are bad.
Oh, no, it's because... So here's the thing. The reason why 10-2 is so well known is because they had Tidus introduce the game in 10, so they don't really go after it 10-2 like that. That's why.
Okay.
But they're talking about like a full-grown female protagonist in the whole thing, and it pisses me off when people go off on this game just because Lightning seems like, I don't know, the girl from Twilight. Anyway, my point is she's not like that.
See, the only reason I haven't played it is two things. Like, one, my backlog's huge. In terms of JRPGs, I have to beat Trails of Zero before I can play Trails of Reverie that literally just came out.
Yeah.
And I just don't own 13 yet, but I'm not avoiding it because of the things I heard. Those are my reasons I haven't gotten to it yet.
But yeah, like legitimately, I get frustrated when people literally shit talk Lightning because she comes off as Christian Bell in Twilight with her emotions. Meanwhile, most of her shit is internal, and if you actually pay attention to the story, you'll see that. So, mind you, though I have my gripes against certain gameplay mechanics in 13, I will not diss the story. And
I'll
that's
have to talk to you about it once I eventually get to it.
exactly. Now, here's the thing. I haven't touched the game in forever, so I've forgotten a majority of it. But I enjoyed the game, and Lightning actually has a fucking personality. So when people were like, "Oh, which what games do you like?" and one of my top games is 13 over 7, I get bitch fits about this. Like, how could you say it about 7? 7 is like the most quintessential game ever. Like, no, stop.
It's kind of
7 is overrated. You like Cloud because of Big Buster Sword. Okay, I like 7 because it introduced drag a little bit in a video game, which was taboo in many other games.
Some just get so angry when your favorite game in a series isn't like the most popular one by definition. Like, I still say Skyward Sword's my favorite Zelda even after Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and people are like, some people are like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I like the story.
But did we forget that Skyward Sword also introduced Tears of the Kingdom to begin with?
The stamina mechanic, there's things they brought over. People forget.
Yep. And not even just the bringing over like mechanic situation, story-wise.
Yeah.
So people need to stop getting mad over other people's opinions. And this is the lesson of guilty pleasures, by the way. Guys, if you are considering our bad games guilty pleasures, then you are the problem. Just saying. That's why I named this stream specifically this reason, because I know some of you guys have some hot takes in gaming, and now we're going to do the lightning round of hot takes. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
To answer the question in chat, yes, I am excited about Gex coming back.
Ooh, yes. So I'm not a Gex fan, ironically enough. What game I would like to see come back would be the Croc series.
I played Croc too. Oh my gosh, I played all these games on the PS1 back in the day on my dad's on weekends.
Like, give me Croc. I want Croc. I want a little stuffed Gobbo in the corner. You know what I mean? Like, I want a little... You know, the little things that would go, whippy. I want it. Yes. Give me stuffed toys of this thing. I want them. Like, you're going to tell me, hold on. I'm pulling it out. Hold on.
Give me a remastered Banjo 1 and 2.
That too. That would be nice.
Also, Persona 2 deserves a remake.
Yes. But are you telling me you would not want a stuffed one of these?
Oh, no, I would in a heart. Could you imagine a fan gamer made one of these?
Look at the baby.
I think they would.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. I want it.
Look, if you saw my plush collection, you would be scared, so...
Look at the baby. I want this baby.
Fangamer literally just put out a short hike plush today, and I was screaming.
Like, I want the baby. Like, cute.
The designs in that game are so good.
Like, it's so adorable, but the controls are I'm sorry, they're ass.
It's been, I can't say, it's been years.
So, I'm going to be replaying the series again because I feel the love for it coming from again, but I know I'm going to have trouble playing it again because of the way that the design of the games are, which essentially is, you have to turn your body to go in that direction. Then you have to turn and do that. It's a pivot. And it's... Oh,
wasn't it kind of similar to like a Bubsy 3D control style?
Yes, it was something like that. So, I legit loved the hell out of the game for Croc, but Croc 2 definitely brought up a better gameplay mechanic, but it definitely still needed like better mechanics to help out. I still to this day have not beaten Croc 2, even though it's supposed to be the best one in the series.
I never even played Croc 2, so you're ahead of me.
Like, I have both the games, I just don't... I haven't beaten 2. I beat 1, and I didn't even 100% it either, so that was even like, oh, wow, okay. So, there we go. But yeah, if we're reintroducing 90s games, I want a Croc remake over Gex.
Yeah. Valid.
Yeah. All right, so, hot take lightning round. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right.
Ready.
All right. First, okay, so just shoot any hot take out of your mouth and go.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize there was no question to this.
Nope, you're shooting out any hot take.
Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. It wasn't a bad change in gameplay mechanic.
I agree.
I'm trying. That was the first thing that came to mind.
I agree. I agree with your hot take. Thank you. Ultra Despair Girls was the nice break from the old shooty McShooty of the words.
Yes.
All right. Although I find the plot of I forgot her name. Komaru. There we go. I found the plot of Komaru somehow becoming a psychic was weird.
I agree there.
But other than that, it was a nice break, and Toko Fukawa deserves her own game mode, by the way. Just saying. I agree. Next hot take.
So I know like a lot of like Sonic fans like blame like Sega, Sonic Team, and other companies for like games being bad, but I think the real issue is like the fandom as a whole, like being so harsh and critical on games, and no one can come to a mutual agreement of what kind of games that they want. Like some say they want the adventure style, some say they want the boost style, some say they want the classic. Like there's like no way to meet in the middle.
You know what? I agree with that, and I also add Pokemon fans to that as well.
That's very true. Like my only thing I want from a Sonic game is more playable characters than just Sonic all the time.
And can we get back Bark the polar bear and Bean the Dynamite? I would kill for Bark the polar bear back. I'd kill for Bark the polar bear back. I might actually cosplay him next. Who knows?
Yeah, so since he made that cameo in Sonic Mania.
Yeah. All right. Another hot take. Shoot it. Hazy, got one?
I liked Animal Crossing New Leaf better than New Horizons.
I 1000% agree with that.
You know what? I actually agree with that, but I'll do you one better. I enjoyed Wild World and the original Animal Crossing better than New Horizon. Not for the gameplay mechanics, but for the fact that the characters were not decorations.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Agreed.
Be mean to me.
Like,
Tell me I suck.
tell me that I'm the last living concept of guilt that's living around the whole thing, and also predict my future. Because oh my god, did I tell you what happened with Animal Crossing?
What?
So I played my original GameCube Animal Crossing, and it was in 2020 during the Pandemic Lovato. So I spoke to one of my characters, and they were like, "Oh my god, I thought you died by some like horrific pandemic disease or something, and you're still alive." And I'm like, sir?
Word.
How do you know? How did you know? So, you know, I got worried when the game started like making some very factual comments.
Where you thought you were going into creepypasta territory.
I legit thought I was. I really thought I was. It was bad. So I got scared. Also, here's another one. Not every game needs LGBT representation.
Yeah, depending on the character, they may not be, and that they may not be LGBT. That's okay.
Like, the thing that bothers me sometimes is like some games do not need LGBT representation because there are simply no characters in the story that follow that notion, and that's totally fine. But
yeah,
forcing it on people, like forcing it where it doesn't matter, it's like, okay, what part of the story is going to change if he was gay? What part of the story is going to change if he was bi? What part of the story is going to change, like conceptually wise, like what part of this story is going to change on that situation? I understand wanting to see yourself in a game, but...
And to be fair, you can have your own personal headcanons or fan fiction.
Yep.
No one's telling you can't.
But
if someone's telling you can't, they're wrong.
Exactly. But here's the thing. The game is not bad because you don't have your own representation in it. Like, that's the thing that bothers me. Like, some people see that, like, oh, I can't see myself in this game. This game is horrible, even though it's, like, a really good game.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It could be gender too. It's like if I'm playing as a character that's a male, it's not like I'm gonna avoid playing it because I don't see myself in that character. If the story and gameplay are still fantastic, yeah, I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually agreeing with this comment that's being said by Subroutine. I want it to be that representation is subtle and you don't notice it because they didn't make it a big deal. If they treat it like it's normal, like having straight characters is normal, then no one would complain. Exactly. We talked about this in LGBT representations episode. Yes. Treat it like a normality, not as a personality.
Oh yeah. As an LGBT person, I agree.
Like, that's the thing. I get mad when I see games legitimately treat, oh, he's queer, that's gonna be his personality. Okay, what is he like? Dick. I don't know. It's like, okay, what is he looking for? Dick. Okay, what is his life goals? Dick. I'm like, okay, is there anything else he's looking for? A nice set of balls would be nice too. So no, it's just like that's not a personality.
Yeah.
There's more to us than that. We have hobbies and interests.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
and pretty much like just seeing like how gays were represented in media, especially like in the early to mid 2000s, like just seeing like how they were portrayed. Like it took me a while to even come out because like I felt like attracted towards guys, but just the way that they were acting was like, that's not me at all. Like that doesn't represent who I am.
that's fair. And also, I'm just like, I'm also LGBT. And from your description, you just described the gay version of Brock from Pokemon. No, see, here's the thing. I can say 5 other things. This is the messed up part. You're comparing this to Brock, but however, I can think of other things that Brock is interested in. Like, for example, he was interested in Pokemon breeding. He enjoyed cooking. He had so many siblings that he took care of, so he was nurturing. He was basically the mom or daddy of any of the group that came into it. So the fact that I can describe many different things about Brock that was not just that, yeah. You get my point. You get what I'm saying. Like the fact that I could describe Brock, even though he's seen as the person that is going after the Jennies and the Joys, I can describe other things that are about him because he is not a 2-dimensional character that's just I'm looking for pussy.
He likes dad jokes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Turning my frying pan into a drying pan.
That's exactly the first thought that popped into my mind.
Like I'm still remembering like what he did in the 3rd movie where he was fighting Molly. He was like, he's like, well, it looks like it's time for me to rock and roll, and then brings out Onyx, and my Onyx is exactly the way I like to rock and roll.
To be fair, he knew this child was going through a lot of trauma and just wanted her to have, he was there to stop, but he also wanted her to have a good time. Look, I worked with kids. I enjoy children.
Exactly.
He's trying so hard for her.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Again, that's the nurturing personality coming out because he's used to this with his many siblings. So I
didn't even have siblings. I just want to be a mom.
You don't want to ruin the children. That's basically the brain right there. Like you don't want to ruin the children, but yes. But yeah, this is continuous like hot takes. So now we're just gonna say random hot takes. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay, no particular order. Go.
Fire Emblem Revelations wasn't as bad as people make it out to be.
I actually loved Revelations.
I don't, because I feel like a lot of people really disliked Revelations, and I'm like, was it really that bad? Because I don't think it was that bad.
I got everyone at that point with Revelations.
Like, yeah, okay, Conquest had the better maps, and Birthright, I think, had the better units, but I don't think I don't think any of the 3 games were bad.
They weren't. They were meant to be shattered like that.
I like how the stories came together in Revelations. It kind of felt the most fulfilling after going through Conquest and Birthright, and stuff happened that you obviously didn't want to happen, but you couldn't avoid it because that's the route you're on.
That's fair. Glover wasn't that bad of a game for N64. It had potential.
I think I only rented it once at Blockbuster. If I remember.
All right, keep going.
Sonic Chronicles deserves a sequel.
So funny story about that. It was supposed to have a sequel.
Yeah, I know what you're about to talk about, like that Did You Know Gaming video where it's like it was planned, but like Ken Penders like pretty much like fucked it up for everyone.
Oh no, it even gets better. Alpha Rad went into that one. But yeah, Sonic Chronicles definitely deserved a sequel because they left us on a damn cliffhanger.
That they did, and the fact that they even had plans for the sequel was like this. Where I hope there are some fans that are going to like make a fan game for the sequel.
It's fair. Hazy?
I would spend any amount of money if they re-released Iggy's Wrecking Balls from the Nintendo 64.
Oh my god. You and Mike have a lot to talk about with that game. He's trying to force me to play it, and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this game. But then again, there was also a game called Balls 3D, and I'm just like, nope.
What?
Yeah, there's a game called Balls 3D. It's a thing. Let's see. Throwing out more hot takes. Thinking of one right now. Oh, right. Shit. Fuck. Titties. I'm remembering things.
I have one really quick while you try to think it through.
Go for it.
Diddy Kong Racing remaster on the Switch because the one for the DS was really bad.
Yes.
And with online play, especially for like battle mode and stuff.
Yes.
Because I thought that game was better than Mario Kart 64.
Yes. Oh, I got one. Release more characters for each of the freaking patches that we got for the Mario Kart Bonus Deluxe. You only gave us 4. We still need the rest.
True.
I agree.
Give me Pauline and Funky Kong, please.
I would want Diddy Kong back because like he's been like left out.
Yep. And Daisy. Daisy's in the game, I forgot. When does Sora join Mario Kart? Never.
I mean.
Oh my god. Oh, I got one. Fighting game groups need to actually start pulling together on fighting games instead of literally going off on people for stupid reasons.
Yeah.
I would, like, mind you, I would enjoy a fighting game if the fighting game group was not so toxic.
Agreed.
Like, I get it. You're trying to show us how to do things and get good with everything, but at the same time, I feel like there's a way to do that without being such a total dick about it.
Hot take. I would really hope that a mainline Pokemon game would take some cues from Temtem.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but I wish it would take some. I would wish it would take some of the cues from Temtem in terms of the open worldness and stuff.
No, I agree with that.
Like again, like Scarlet and Violet definitely went in a better direction as long as Legends Arceus.
Yeah.
In that sense, but I feel like it could be more like that. I don't like the term Pokemon killer. I don't know why we all can't just share the monster collecting genre.
Right?
And if they don't bring the new Yokai Watch game to the Switch, I'm gonna be really angry.
Also, speaking of bringing games to the Switch, bring Tomodachi Life back to the Switch, please. You gave us
so many people that want that.
You gave us Miiverse. You gave us Miitopia, but like, can we get Tomodachi Life, please? I would like to sing very inappropriate songs on my Switch again. Like, I remember I did a whole song about my balls, and it was just like, it was great. Like, it was like, my balls, they drop from hanging low. My voice is really strong. My balls, they sag across the floor, leaving a trail all day long. I'm just like, it was so stupid.
Just wanting to make Link and Zelda kiss in Tomodachi Life.
Oh no, I had a moment where I had Mario and Luigi trying to date each other. I'm just like,
oh
no. This is concerning. You're brothers. This is not a Japanese anime. Please stop.
No.
Oh my god.
I wish you could control them a little bit more.
Oh man. But yeah, we need another Tomodachi Life. I would kill for that.
Man, you're making me think. You're making me really think here. Murder by Numbers. When's the sequel coming?
Oh my! Yes! Yes! Yes!
You know the way that ended. They ended that on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, we're supposed to get we are supposed to get a part 2.
Are we? Because I was wondering if they were waiting to see how well it sold before announcing it or working on it.
Unfortunately, people aren't too keen on the P-Cross, so
I was because there was murder in it.
Exactly.
How are you not excited?
that was my third game on stream that I did.
The 90s aesthetics.
Yes.
The fact that the main character was both a woman and a person of color.
Oh, and let's not forget, I loved Casey.
Yes, I love Scout.
He was British. He was gay. He was great. It was fantastic. And literally, the third case was about drag queens, and the freaking murder weapon was like a giant pump. Yes,
It's not even a guilty pleasure. I just want to know where the sequel is.
like yes. No, seriously, yes. I want it. Give me.
Also, people were way too harsh on Alice Madness Returns. Why were you guys so harsh on that game?
Because people are assholes.
Thanks. Now we're not getting Alice Asylum. Thanks, EA.
Why would you do that?
I forgot the reason they gave American McGee, but he said they had absolutely no interest in a third game. Like, really?
So the limit for P-Cross in the game was 15. That's always 15 by 15 is always the limit in a P-Cross game. Because it can get more difficult.
I had never played Picross before Murder by Numbers. I think it taught me really well. They did get really difficult in the later. I agree with you, Chaos. They did, but I felt like the game eased me into it. They didn't just start me off with the 20 by 20 and we're like, here you go.
Survive if you can.
I was like, oh, or with a timer on top of it going, all right, you got 5 minutes.
But yeah, any other gaming guilty pleasures out there? Any other hot takes to go into?
The deadly six should not be joked around because like they really are a serious threat.
You talking about Sonic Lost World?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, like watching the videos and gameplay of that, like they really are like a meaning threat. Like they're not one to be joked around. Like yeah, like some of them have like stereotypes, but like when you see like how they work, like they pretty much like did like what Eggman couldn't do like with his adventures and like pretty much like wiped out the world.
Nah, I got you there, Hazy.
Maybe not really a hot take, but I've been enjoying the new We Heart Katamari reroll, Royal Reverie.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm going to make this clear. After I played the original Katamari and they made me make the Virgin Ball, I realized I was stealing all of the girls, and I felt really much like, this is very sus. I'm stealing... I'm stealing virgin women. So that means I'm stealing girls, women, and other things. And I'm like, is this legal? Did I do a bad? Like, I don't know if I did a bad or not, but I was like, don't cancel me. The big man in the sky told me to steal the women.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was called the Virgin Ball because they wanted me to make Virgo. That's the thing.
Oh, how did that
go?
Right through my eyes.
Wait, what?
I said, how did that go right through my eyes?
Listen, there's a whole segment of me like fucking up so badly, which I have to put up the video of like my editor put together this whole weird segment of me just like stealing women, and then I made the Catholic Church joke, and I made the church joke because eventually I was like, listen, I'm just doing what the big man in the sky said. Doesn't he go for the other side? Shut up. Don't say it.
I will say, I will say in response to subroutine, I will say that's kind of why I prefer 4 over 5.
Yep.
But I also understand Hito's feelings on 4.
Yep.
I found, even though I know it's weird to say, I found 4 to be a little more realistic with the murders in the TV. That's really weird to say.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever took like a left turn though. Whereas in P5, it took a really weird turn with the whole Mona and Ryuji fighting. I'm like, really, guys, do we need this?
So yeah, that was frustrating. And then the whole entire chasing after Mona because his fifis were hurt. I'm just like, really?
They hurt Mona's character. I felt like in that whole both Mona and Ryuji, I felt like that whole thing really hurt the characters.
Then again, Ryuji's always been an asshole. It's nothing new.
I would say he's I would say he's blunt and outspoken. I wouldn't character. Maybe it's just because I'm so nice. I wouldn't characterize him as like a total jerk butthole. Like some characters in that game. He's just blunt and outspoken, and some people, it's off-putting for some people.
Okay. You know what? Waffles agrees with that one too because they wanted to date Ryuji in the game but couldn't.
I say An and her friend should have been girlfriends.
Yeah, her and Shiho would have been nice.
Shiho, yes.
But it was also sad to see what happened. So here's a hot take that I love to bring up, and this is with Persona 5, by the way. When games introduce things like suicide in the game, but have no warning on it, but when a game does have a warning on it, people want to avoid it immediately. I really want you to think about this. Persona 5 got away with the girl jumping off of the roof in a school, but the game Amori, which was kind enough to warn you about, oh, this kid is going through a very disturbing time. Just understand that. People were like, no.
I don't know. I hate to say it. I don't, because there should be a warning, absolutely. But I don't know if it's a cultural thing because I hate to say it, but in Japan, it's so commonplace, unfortunately.
Yeah, I understand that, but you know how
there should be a there should be a warning, absolutely. I'm just wondering if maybe that's the reason there wasn't one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. It's also a rated M game to begin with, so you know, no kid should be playing it, but obviously, is that gonna stop a kid from playing it? No. I'm
gonna tell you right now, when I worked a seasonal job at GameStop once, there were parents buying GTA 5 for like their little Jimmy, and they were asking me if it was appropriate for little Jimmy, and I looked at them, I turned it around slowly, and I pointed towards the M. Or like, you know, when I used to work at Hot Topic, parents would be like, oh, what's Five Nights at Freddy's about? And it was about, like, because little Jimmy loves it. And I'm like, oh, it's about dead children stuffed into animatronics. And they would be like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you know, not that I'm trying to tell you how to parent your child. I'm not.
But
you
we're going to go on the final hot take.
Yeah, you take an interest in what your kids like, even if it's not something you're into. Just take a small interest.
Let's go into the final. Let's go into the final hot take. Games are not babysitters, so parents, you don't get to blame the violent video game you bought little Jimmy because you were too lazy to read the freaking rating system. And
neither are content creators.
Thank you. Okay.
If our streams are rated M, there's a reason for that.
Like, I'm a 17 plus streamer. The reason why I said 17 is because I have like British viewers who technically are 17 plus, and that's technically they're 18 plus in a way. But still, like, legitimately, if we're 18 plus, please don't come in here and demanding that we tone down our fucking language, or that we should not wear certain things, or should we not play certain games. Because again, it's our show and not yours. I think we can heavily agree with that one.
Yeah.
And just again, going back to what you said before, I'm sorry, backtracking to what you said about the whole warning thing. I'm playing DDLC Plus. There is a warning, and that game came with a whole warning, like with the very specific trigger warnings before stuff happened, and I just want to say I applaud them for doing that.
Oh, you mean Doki Doki Literature? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also say, why is Trixie and Katya in my stream? Because there we go. I said it. I did it. It's done. So my main thing is like I would say give Amori a good try. Amori's a fun game.
Yes, I played it too. It's fantastic.
It made me cry in so many levels, and then I also felt I felt seen by the game a little bit.
It's also got replayability too, if that's something you like.
Yep, most
I
definitely.
would say if you're an Earthbound person,
Yep.
you will definitely like it.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining me for this. Any final thoughts?
My brain. Please stop giving me husbandos and waifus, please.
Yeah, you got too many.
I know I do. Yeah, I know. We won't get a new one.
Don't remind me. I'm wearing an Earthbound shirt right now.
Really hoping they surprise us one day, but I'm not holding my breath.
All right, and let's see. So, any other thoughts?
Hey, gaming is always fun. Like, if it seems like a guilty pleasure, like make it your own guilty pleasure. Like, don't care what anyone else thinks.
Definitely.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hazy?
Yeah. Hey, if you like it, you like it. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Or I wouldn't have that many hours in Splatoon 3.
This is true.
I wouldn't have that many hours in Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that many hours in Mystery Dungeon.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that many hours in Pikmin 1 since I'm speedrunning the game now.
How many hours do I have in Tum-Tum? 126. Okay.
All right. So, my final thought is we should never call them guilty pleasures at the end of the day, because you know what? At the end of the day, does it make us happy? Yes. So should we just call them regular pleasures, and can we stop the stigma of guilty pleasures? This was the whole point of this was the whole point of this particular stream. The reason why I called it guilty pleasures was because most people don't realize that a guilty pleasure just means that you're having fun.
Oh, you were clever with that.
most people don't realize it's like, oh, you should be guilty for enjoying this game. Why? Because it makes me happy in my very bleak life. I should be ashamed of happiness. Okay. That makes sense.
Chaos, I don't have time to play Final Fantasy. I'm Genshin, and I have to start Star Rail. I have no time.
Genshin. All right, guys.
Star Rail.
All right, guys. We are closing up for the night. This is Hito Retro Gaming giving you guys the 8-bit love. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Laters.